Yeah, hell yeah! Welcome to the match of a lifetime in Dawnmination. I'm Mad Vyking.
And I'm Sir Dirk Mahoney.
Tonight's match will be very different. I mean, really different. Instead of the Dawn Rita, we're located way out in the desert in the grand land that is C.zar's kingdom. And instead of fighting in a ring, it's a Colosseum.
And the two fools that will be getting their limbs ripped to shreds are the kooky man in his underwear, Old Man Bob, and the wannabe pirates, Kat Lafitte, against a sleuth of the strongest fighters imaginable.
Unless it's the other way around. Keep in mind, they're dominators of the year. They feed off of fighting the strongest out there and will do so today. Black Kat Lafitte is the dominator of 2021 that managed to come up on top, defeating Alto in his last match with nothing but her guns and swords. Her signature move is Release the Kraken!
And of course the nonsensical Old Man Bob here managed to beat Norton out of sheer luck, using nothing but his stupid suit and his stupid rocks and a stupid forest.
Hey, take it easy with the criticism.
Sure, fine, whatever. He came out on top defeating Norton during that whole debacle against the skinless man and the mushroom guy afterwards. Which makes me think that the whole fight was rigged just so he can get the damned belt. His signature move is the Mechone.
Now that we've discussed the two, we bring you live with Finny around the prep area. Finny?
G'day, Cobas. Whew. It's pretty hot and dry here in this kingdom, but it's a good thing C.zar here provided us with some good water to keep us hydrated in this desert. Speaking of which, he's right here beside us to give us a good idea of what we'll be in for this match.
Thank you kindly, Miss Finny. I have arranged a challenge for the two mortals to take. It shall go as follows. An army of 30 willing soldiers armed to the teeth with their sharpest claws and fangs, and wings that will encircle around them to invoke fear into their hearts. The second wave will be an animal of my choosing, one of which will be larger than both of them combined. And if they manage to survive, they'll have to fight my strongest warrior, Thelonius, to the death.
Well, that's gonna be a real doozy for the two of the Cobas. Now we have Bob and Kat. Did you hear all of what C.zar said about the army and the animal and the, fight to the death, as he put it? Pah! I'm not afraid. Have you all forgotten I almost bled out when fighting this Threatenus a few years ago? If I faced him and lived to tell the tale, I'll face whatever the Stone King throws at me.
This sandcastle is boring. Where's the flags on top? The moat around the castle? There's no decorations at all in this bloomin' place. I think I have a few spare rocks, maybe even a starfish. That'll spruce this place up.
Right. That's the interviews of the day. Back to you, Man and Dick.
Such fancy wine made from the gargoyles of this land. I wonder what process they used to bring out such a fancy taste. Oh yes, the match coming soon in Dawnmination.
Sir Thelonius,
Yes, my Stone King.
are the challenges ready?
All are ready. All are bloodthirsty.
Good.
Introducing first, in this corner, representing Dawnmination, your Dawnminators of 2021 and 2022, Black Kat Lafitte and Old Man Bobb. And in the other corner, representing the kingdom, C.zar's army.
Alright, good clean fight. I hope you guys survive this one. Kat and Bob. They look like they'll wear your skin.
I don't want them to wear my skin. It's not stretchy enough. Unless, maybe if I try. I tried to make a hat of my dead skin cells once, but it only crumbled when I put it on. It didn't help my beard any either. It looked like I ate a big bowl of cornflakes.
Little less grossing out, a little more fighting. I've got my swords ready to slice them all into bits.
Let's get ready to Dawnminate!
First round has started, and the army of soldiers are coming out. All 20 of them has got their claws out, ready to fight. Kat's not backing down, walking toward them with the army. That is a determined look on her face. The army's not letting that distract them. Kat's now holding a hand out for a formal greeting. One soldier looks like he wants to shake her hand, but the other soldier smacked him on his helmeted head. Now they're arguing amongst each other until the head of the group calms them down. The captain of the army came out, kneeling down, just to shake her hand.
Extravagant. Kat grabbed that arm just as she went to shake his hand and slammed him down into the dirt. The army took offense to that and surrounded Kat. Kat's fighting back with her swords out, just trying to block the barrage of claws slashing down on her.
Bob just grabbed out a trash can. Wait, where does he get those trash cans out of thin air? How well. He's about to throw it at the soldiers, but one soldier flew right behind him and snatched him up by his beard just to throw him into the trash can. He's shaking Bob in that trash like a bartender making a martini before letting him out. That gargoyle soldier turned Bob into a puddle.
Disgusting, coming from the geriatric fool himself. The soldier just held up the puddle with a couple of fingers. Not quite sure how he's doing that. He's wondering what's going on. It looks like somebody tapped him on the shoulder. Now the soldier has noticed that it's the skeleton of Bob.
Hey, give that back.
That soldier got scared the crap out of by that skeleton as it flew away. Bob's now charging right at the soldiers who's heading back with the rest who were fighting against Kat. Or tried to, because he keeps having his leg fall off his pelvis. He grabbed that trash and stuffed his bones in it to spin around and around in the arena until he's like a NASCAR race. He's rolling right at the soldiers.
Good show there. Although I take off a few points for how nonsensical that worked. Bob threw the soldiers away from Kat with that trash can move.
I appreciate the help, diaper wearing lad.
It's underwear. Oh, there's my skin. The nerve of that guy. It's like he's a wolf under sheep's clothing. Except I'm not a sheep. While I'm thinking of it, why do people on the internet keep asking the sheep to wake up? They're already awake prancing around in the fields or hopping on a fence to count sheep. I mean, it always went like 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, 4 sheep.
Are you kidding me? This old fool just fell asleep from just counting sheep? What even is this fight? While he's taking a nap, Kat whipped out one of her cutlasses and she's swinging it around like she's doing a folk sword dance. I remember the last time I saw one of those back in my travels to Korea. Besides the rabid K-pop fans that will sacrifice everything and their souls to the devil just to see their favorite idol, there's a special traditional dance called gyomu that looks so extravagant.
Dirk, focus on the match, not your travel expenses.
Fine then, plebeian. If it makes you and the rest of the poor rabble watching this trash happy.
The soldiers look like they're standing back, but not the captain, who stepped towards to show his prowess in front of Kat with a few scratches on the ground and a roar right at her face. She responded with a simple swing of her sword, which countered heavily with a clothesline. Even though that sword dug deep on his stone skin, it did not stop him from lifting her up 100 feet in the air with a chokehold. Each time Kat tried to fight back, the captain flew higher and higher. It's like he's purposely trying to put her into disadvantage. Oh, now that's just cruel. He snatched Kat's sword and threw it away for it to fall back down on the ring.
Every sip of this gargoyle wine is exquisite. My glass of wine. The cutlass broke it. Screw you, Captain Gargoyle Man, and screw you, Stone King.
It looks like you just made the soldiers mad down there.
I mean, your king's really nice, and I'm sorry you took it the wrong way.
Uh-oh. Kat's knocked out cold from the chokehold in the air. She's limp. The captain's flying back down just to get back to her. And Kat's fighting back! She climbed right behind the captain, pulled on his hair, and they're flying in midair.
I wouldn't say flying. I would prefer falling with style.
Kat maneuvered the captain to fly back into the arena. She's not done with him yet. She's making him fly into the soldiers before hopping off to see the effect.
And the soldiers grabbed the captain at the last minute. Instead of trying to gather up the strength before the captain's knocked out cold, they retreated.
It's like this group of fighters haven't received enough training from the Fanged Decree.
Every visible failure of our powers will be dealt with accordingly, my king.
This match is going to be very tough for us, don't you think, Bob?
No, Rocky, I don't want a bath today.
That's the first round. We'll be right back with the second round in Dawnmination. That's if I have enough time to get these wine stains off my expensive suit. This was a bad idea to wear white clothes for a time like this.
Welcome back to the second round. What we saw so far was Bob and Kat getting almost bested by a group of soldiers, but they managed to come out on top after a brutal fight. Even with Kat getting whisked 100 feet in the air, only for her to fly back down by using the captain's wings. As for Bob, he's still sleeping.
Someone give Old Man Bob a Red Bull or something.
Rocky, don't put the shiny in the microwave. You'll burn the dumpster down again.
Wake up, you old man! I've seen lazier people than the souls down Davy Jones' locker, and you're not even dead!
What's a taco doing in my beard?
This lame match, the second round has started. Someone just sounded off a horn in the distance. Wait, something's coming out of a gate held by 8 gargoyles. It's a cat.
I don't think it's just a cat. It's freaking huge!
Let's see how they fare against one of the most ferocious cats of the desert, with jet black fur and deep red eyes. The Florba.
As if that's going to scare me.
Kat jumped back as that cat was going to swipe her. Bob woke up and fought back with a few rocks thrown at the big cat, only to end up getting swatted at, leaving him in a dust cloud. He got back up to try again, only to keep throwing rocks at it until finally one of them hit the cat in the eye. The cat didn't like that at all, pouncing right on Bob to weigh him down, and he just gobbled him up.
This old man isn't helping us none. Have at ye, beast!
Cat has unleashed the Kraken! That Kraken is slinging his tentacles down on the cat while the cat's continually slashing at the tentacles to slice him off. Even if it did, the Kraken still got a few more tentacles to grab the cat and start squeezing it.
Say, this doesn't seem that bad at all. Actually, I like it in here. I mean, it's damp and it reeks of rotten meat, especially with the skeleton of a cow stuck between its teeth. But I feel cozy enough to call this place my home. And what's best, there's a bed for me to relax on. Oh, feels like sandpaper. Gotta get myself a bit situated.
Oh, the big cat just threw up. Bob's laying there in a puddle of hair and spit.
While that happened, the Kraken took it upon himself to lift the big cat up and flung it out and away from the Colosseum. The crowd's loving what they're seeing already.
I'd expected as much, coming from those two to fight off two of our challenges. Thelonius, go and show them what it truly means to be a warrior of my people.
Yes, my Stone King. Seems someone just slashed the Kraken's tentacles off. It's squirming away in fear before being tossed out from a huge attack. Ow! It's too bright to see. Let me check with my Gucci glasses. Why, it seems to be the third challenge.
Well then, a challenge that won't bother me.
I, Thelonius, the vizier of this land, have promised my king that this fight will be swift and painful for you. All I do is for his kingdom.
Can someone help me clean all this hair off of me?
I'll clean your souls off your fleshy vessels.
Thelonius rushed right at Kat and hit her right in the stomach with the blunt edge of the Kopaz sword. He's using the hook end of the sword to put in a headlock while Kat's trying to fight against it. He gave her no mercy by flying up a few feet just to send her down with his big suplex. He's not done yet. He slashed Kat's face as she was about to dodge it, making one side of her face bleed from that sharp attack. Kat's fighting back with her cutlass to turn this into a sword fight.
You'll pay for what you did to my face, scallywag!
Kat's trying to hit at Thelonius, but it just bounces back due to his stony skin. He countered one of Kat's moves with a blinding attack from his shining sword, pushing her away and out into the walls. While that fight's happening, Bob finally got out of that ball of hair to summon his Mahoney. Oh, it looks so ugly. He's running over to fight and help out Kat by pinching one of Thelonius' wings and swinging him away.
Thelonius didn't hold back, charging right back at Bob to slash at parts of his armor with his sword. Bob smacking his own suit to squish Thelonius like a southerner trying to smack mosquitoes off their skin in the middle of summer. Whew, what a mouthful. Thelonius is charging up a large attack that's so bright we can't even see it.
No! That sword got stuck on the crack of Bob's suit. He's trying to drag it out, and it seems Kat got an idea. She climbed onto the back of Bob's Mahoney leg, and using her sword, climbed up to the top where Thelonius is.
Kat got Thelonius' sword! Bob grabbed Thelonius by the wings again to put a fair advantage for Kat to beat Thelonius with that sword over and over again. Bob's lifting him up in the air.
Touchdown! What? Is it gold? Wait, what are we doing here? Ah, a bug!
Bob threw Thelonius down on the ground and stomped him a couple of times, leaving him in a crater. Thelonius seems to be done for. Now Kat's hopped off of Bob's Mahoney before Bob transformed back into his old geriatric self. He should be in a nursing home instead of playing gladiators.
Congratulations, you two. You proved your worth by defeating all three of my challenges. As promised, never-ending glory is passed upon you, and your status as champions are given to you. All you must do now is to execute those who have failed to destroy you.
What? You mean we have to kill them?
It is tradition. No action of failure goes unpunished. Grab Thelonius' sword. Make it so.
Uh-oh. This is going to be a little too graphic. Hope the women and children at home aren't watching.
Wait, isn't this an audio thing? The audience can't see what's happening.
Make it quick, mortals.
Wait! We're not killing anybody. I mean, we're here to fight and dominate.
Dawnminate.
Dominate against the other side as a form of showing them who's boss. If we just kill the stone guy, the house, and the wimpy army that stole my skin, then there would be no one left to fight.
What is this fool talking about?
Wait, let him cook.
This Thelonius guy here has the greatest shiny in the desert. It's so shiny and bright that I felt envious of it, and I wanted to have it at any chance I could. But the blowing thing's too hot. And I realize now that if I took all the shinies from these 3 groups that we fought, it wouldn't be the same anymore. So be proud of your shinies. Collect your rocks and shinies with pride, just like C.zar here is collecting your rock people. You are what makes the Kingdom of Rocks the greatest there is.
He does have a point. Then it shall be so. Those that you defeated shall not be executed upon your decrees. Thelonius, Ruby Wreath Crowns.
I offer my gratitude, Pirate Queen Kat Lafitte, and Bob of the Underwear.
It's underwear. Oh, you said it's right. Ooh, a shiny hat.
I appreciate that.
That was a really riveting fight there. I was on the edge of my seat from that. Well, the stone seat we're sitting on isn't as comfy, but hey, it was a good match.
The match was subpar. But the wine they served definitely made it worth my while.
Such a drunkard. That's the match for tonight. I'm Mad Viking.
And I'm Sir Dirk Mahoney.
And this was Dawnmination. Stay safe, Millennium City, and good night. Don't go away just yet. The next match coming up real soon, later on a couple of weeks, will be the Ferocious Raphael versus the Brute Numbskull in a strongman match.
The both of them will be using objects to smack each other around on the head with, but this time the fans will be bringing the weapons. I'd offer some gold ingots for them to use, but I'd rather not play with my money.
First it's the beard, now it's the money. See this match August 5th in Dawnmination.